Interesting, because I got the job on Twitter.
I was just scrolling through my LinkedIn page.
I wasn't even looking for a relocation job, and that was because I didn't expect such opportunity to come when it came.
Yeah, I got my job through just applying online. I just saw this job posting, like Netherlands, and like relocation sponsorship, and I was like, okay, let's see what it's about. So I applied, and yeah, that was it.
I found the job on LinkedIn. So I saw the role. I had LinkedIn alert set up for data analyst roles because I knew that's what I was looking for in Amsterdam specifically. And I found the job on LinkedIn and applied. They got back to me pretty fast. Honestly, I didn't even think so much about it because I was applying to other places. So I applied on LinkedIn and they got back to me in about 2 days and I went through the process. It was a long process. I went through about 8 stages, I think, of multiple interviews, technical interviews, multiple culture fit interviews, and it took a month. So I would say that was pretty fast. And by the end of that month, I had gotten my offer letter. Literally the same day I had my final interview, they called me and gave me an offer, and that was it.
That's actually interesting because I got the job on Twitter. I wasn't specifically looking to come here. I just wanted to do something exciting that was in the mix of, web development, web engineering, and also, if I could, developer advocacy. And I had made, connections and was following Code Sandbox at the time, where before they shared the job opening, and it was like, oh, I love this company, I love the opportunity. This is a great way or chance for me to actually do some, make some impact globally. I had no plans like, oh, I was moving to Netherlands at the time. And I had actually worked for the company for about 1 year before I actually moved. So it wasn't like, hey, I'm moving. It was more like, oh, I wanted to do this thing and it's an opportunity to move. So, okay, let's do this.
So while I was just applying everywhere because I wanted somewhere where I could develop new skills and grow, because I felt like I had learned everything that I needed to learn. So I was just applying everywhere abroad that I could find for both remote and relocation jobs. Although I really didn't want to leave Nigeria at that time because, like I said, just moved to a new house and paid rent. But I was applying on LinkedIn. I did LinkedIn job alerts. I did Google search job alerts. I did different job alerts. And I wasn't actually keeping track of where I was finding the jobs and where I got to until I got to the second to the last stage. Then I'm like, okay, this is serious. And I honestly don't remember how I found this particular company, to be honest. I just know that I did first interview and I did second interview, and then they were like, I should send references. And it turned out to work really well. And they asked me for a mentor and a mentee as references, and this is why it's good to mentor people. And so I was able to send both, somebody I had worked with and that could be as a mentor, and then somebody I had worked with that I had mentored as well.
Well, the first fact was I wasn't even looking for a relocation job, and that was because I didn't expect such opportunity to come when it came. But I wanted to change my job. I wanted to transition into developer relations, and I just went on different sites, but one of the sites that stood out to me was startup.jobs. So I went there and I was looking for remote opportunities for developer relations. Then I found this one, and then during the interviews, they told me, okay, I had the option of working remotely, or they could also sponsor my relocation to the Netherlands. And that was pretty much how not as planned, I didn't plan for it, but that was how I got the job.
I was going through Aka News. I use Aka News a lot. And they have this monthly Uizaya renting that goes on the 1st of every month. So I checked for that year, for that month and that year. So I just saw a couple of companies sponsoring visas, and I picked, I think 10. I applied to 10 companies. I interviewed 4. I got 2 offers, one from Berlin and Amsterdam. So Amsterdam, why not?
So I got it through LinkedIn. I was just scrolling through my LinkedIn page, and I don't know, someone must have liked it. I checked the requirements and I saw that I met some of them, and I just started to give it a shot, and voila, I got the job.
Actually, I applied on LinkedIn. So when I considered and decided I wanted to move to the Netherlands, what I did was that on LinkedIn, I just set a job search, and I set the filters to filter out specifically jobs in Netherlands. So when I did that, companies that were recruiting for software engineers in Netherlands kept popping up in my alerts. So when I saw the one for my current company, I applied to it and followed up with the rest of the process.